This is the next episode of my XR Weekly News. We are in week 19, 2026. Yeah, and I'm feeling really good. I must say I'm really fresh, happy to show the news, and also like there were times during my VR channel thing where I felt really bad, and I thought about should I stop all that stuff and so on. But now, right now, 2026, I feel really good. Although VR is really not doing good, yeah, you know that. But the niche PC VR is doing very good, and that's why I'm pretty happy. I get a lot of things to try, and I also love to play like the flight simulator with high-end headsets. I love this guy. This is so crazy. Like, we have so nice hardware here, the big screen beyond 2 or so, yeah, the Galaxy XR, or of course my favorite, the Crystal Super OLED and the Dream Air and so on. Like, playing the flight simulator with this is insane, and that's why I'm doing some more videos in the future about that, like simulations and hardcore PC VR stuff. Where I came from, I mean, I came from PC VR, and I absolutely love that. Yeah, it's just great. Yeah, and seeing all that things is just absolutely great. So weather here is today is sunny, but yesterday was rainy, so it's like a medium VR weather, I would say. So everything about XR hardware, games, releases and sales. Let's have some fun with the weekly news, and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Finally, guys, the Flight Simulator 2024 is available for the PlayStation VR 2, and I can just tell you, try it. For me, it's one of the best VR games or simulations ever. This is one of the few games I play in my little time that I have besides my YouTube's and main job and things. And this is just, it's cool, it's relaxing, you can do what you want, and you can even walk around, yeah, you don't need to fly. It's crazy. And you can visit the whole planet, you can download mods and so on. And now you can do it on the PlayStation VR 2. Check out my videos about this game. I mean, I played it on PC VR, but that doesn't matter. It's the same game. Just connect your HOTAS system to your PlayStation, and you won't even see if you're playing on PC or PlayStation. I mean, of course, if you have a very strong PC, then it looks better. But all in all, it's the same game, and absolutely, I can recommend it. It's a blast. Check out my videos. I made the flight school, yeah, and also the Jurassic World mod, yeah, and try it, guys. It's the absolute best VR simulator, in my opinion. And a really bad news. This sucks. I must be honest. Survios, one of the most important VR developers, is laying off most of the people. So it will be shut down. Like, let's be honest. I mean, they kicked off like all of the developers, and there are only a few people left. I think they will do the last things, and then everything is shut down. Let's be honest, yeah. And this is really bad. Like, check out what they did. Like, raw data. I still remember that was a really nice robot wave shooter, and then Sprint Vector, Electronauts, Creed. Yeah, this is crazy. Alien Rogue Incursion. I can't believe that. I can't believe that this happened, and this shows the current situation of VR. Like, we need to be honest here. There are VR channels that say, wow, everything is fine and VR is best ever and so on. This is just not true. We've seen that. I mean, if you say VR is dead, this is also not true. VR is not dead. We have a lot of PC VR mods coming, and a lot of cool things that we can try. And only for the flight simulator, for example, or the PC VR mods, it's worth having a VR headset. But the development of VR games is struggling extremely. And that's a huge problem. That's definitely a huge problem, and I have no idea where this is going. It doesn't look good right now, but yeah, I try my best to show you the cool things that you can do in VR. And the next really shocking news, perhaps you've seen the upcoming dungeon crawler, extraction dungeon crawler Reef. This is a PvPvE gameplay, and we had that in an open beta, I think on Steam, that you could try it for several months. And the studio, they also raised $12 million in investment in 2021, and they just killed the game. It was really, it felt like it was in the final stages. Yeah, you could play it, everything was pretty good, and they just killed it. What on earth? Like, how is that possible if you have a nearly final game and then you just kill it? Like, perhaps there were a few dollars missing or so, they just didn't have it, and now they killed it. Like, this is crazy. How, besides the people that were laid off, that now have no job, but how do they feel? Like, when I'm doing things, when I'm doing work for my main job or for YouTube or for anything, I'm there with a huge enthusiasm, and then I feel really bad when everything is gone, what I did the last years. Wow, this is I can't believe that this can happen. Like, wow, it's just gone. Yeah, and this is a really bad situation for the people that were laid off, for the company, for the investors that lost the 12 million, and for the people that wanted the game. So, wow, this is bad. And another new game, or two games for the PlayStation VR 2. The really cool adventure puzzle games Myst and Riven are coming to PlayStation VR 2. And I really love that because, like, perhaps you know me, I love adventure games, like story games and things where you have to use your brain, and so I love that, besides all the stupid wave shooters. Yeah, and I can definitely recommend these games if you love the puzzle adventures, and you will be able to play it on the PlayStation VR 2 on May 19th in 2026. So definitely check it out. Yeah, and some good news. We get a successor to Hot Dogs, Horseshoes and Handgrenades. Like, this is one of the most popular, I would call it, weapon sandbox games. So everything is about weapons, and we have very realistic weapon handling, tons of weapons, and in the new version we will even get more weapons, and we also get a new game modes, like there's one called facility mode, and there you are like in a facility and you fight against crazy enemies. Here you see that. And then you have to dodge laser traps and crazy things. And yeah, in here you can see it. In my opinion, this is really nice. You can have a lot of fun with that if you like the realistic weapon handling and so on. That makes absolute sense. And you can also, as you can see, play against enemies and so on. The only thing is we still don't know the release date, but it will be available on PSVR and Meta Quest. So you can wishlist it right now if you like. And yeah, then we will see when it's out. Really cool. So XR and MR and smart glasses are getting smaller and smaller, which is really good. But if you want to have smaller devices, you need a smaller display. Perhaps you remember the first VR headsets, they had a really huge display and so on. But now when we have like a, like the X-Real the video glasses, or even big screen beyond and all that, they need a tiny display. And they are also getting smaller. Like TCL showed really nice micro-OLED displays. For example, a 2.24-inch display is a normal display what we see in the current VR and MR headsets. But they also showed a crazy 0.28 inches. This is crazy. And we have a PPI of 5131. This is insane. Like everything is on very small space. But let's be honest, these kind of very tiny micro OLED cannot be used for a huge field of view. This won't work. This won't work. But perhaps it will be good for headsets like the X-Real smart video glasses or Witcher or the Meta Ray-Ban display successor or whatever. Yeah. So also the displays are getting smaller and smaller. The problem is they are very expensive, and this is what drives the prices high. For example, the Pimax headsets, they use Sony micro OLED displays, which are also really tiny and like a Dream Air, and this causes the high price. Yeah. So I really hope in the future it can be produced at a lower price. Okay, weekly survey. So 253 votes. That's pretty good. Yeah, thank you so much. And the result is like a little bit what I expected. I expected a little bit more people in the afternoon, like when you come from work. I don't know, like when your work is finished, but I would say it's something like 5 p.m. Like most people have like a work end at 5 p.m. something like that or so. So I expected that like at 6 p.m. people play or so. But yeah, it's definitely in the evening, in the prime time from 8 p.m. That's very interesting. And also a lot of people late night. Very interesting. When I have time, yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, before the kids go to bed, of course. Yeah, this is, it depends on your situation. Never is not good. Mostly afternoon, yeah, probably. Oh, you don't have a VR headset? Get one, get a Quest. 4 to 5, okay. Very interesting. So most people play at night. On my German channel, it's pretty similar. You see, it's also at 8 p.m. but less people play at night. So on my English channel here, more people play at night. So the new survey is also very interesting. So how is your headset used? So how many people are using your VR headset? Like, for example, if you have a PC VR headset connected to your PC, like a Pimax or even an old HTC Vive or so, are you using that alone? Or a Meta Quest, you're using that alone? Yeah, it's your sanctuary. Or your partner, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you play with her, with him, with one headset, I mean, yeah. Or do you even have kids and you let your kids also play with your VR headset? Please, guys, be careful which games they play. So don't let they play too brutal games. And or do you share it even with your roommates or friends? For example, if your friend says, yeah, I want to play Beat Saber over the weekend. Can you borrow me your Quest or your PC VR headset for 2 days or so? So please vote, guys. Please vote and make sure that you check out in the description. There is the link, and also in my pinned comment. Make sure to check that out, and then we will see the results next week. And let's check out the releases this week. On Quest, as always, you get 10% off with my coupon code VoodooDE. We have Birdseed now in the final version. This you can take photos of birds. It sounds relaxing. Then again, I want to show it again because last week it was a little bit close. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City is a really nice game. If you like turtles, you should definitely try it out. It also has good reviews, as you can see, and try it out, it's nice. Then we have Evil Inside VR, a horror game. I tried it, I made a short. It's really crazy. If you love horror games, check it out. Then Spy Master. This is a game where you can, if you make a mistake, you can try it again by rewinding the time. That's also interesting. And then we have on Steam, we have Proton VR. I tried it on Quest years or months before or so. It's a roguelite action game. I love it. VRTS is a real-time strategy space game. Then we also have Spy Master. And the highlight this week, Flat Out 4 Total Insanity VR. It is nice. I showed it on my channel. It's nice, but you have to be aware of motion sickness. If you don't have your VR legs, this could cause motion sickness, especially in the arenas where there's a lot of bumpers and so on. Yeah, and during the boost, it's also like shaking. This can cause motion sickness, but all in all, it's a nice game. And then on PlayStation VR2, we finally have I Am Cat. Yeah, so you are a cat, you have your paws and so on. Try it out. And we also have Evil Inside VR. This were the releases this week. And let's check out the sets. We have an Humble Bundle. This is really cool. We have 9 games for 13 to 22. Maestro, Crime Shop Simulator, Light Brigade, Thrasher, Budget Cuts Ultimate, Deadly Delivery, Crossings, Prison Boss VR, and Cubism. Really, really cool. Yeah, so you should definitely check it out. I will put the link on my homepage, VoodooDE-VR.com. There is a section sales, and check that out. And there's a cool sale by Pimax. This is for the whole May 2026. It works for the Crystal Light, the Crystal Super, and Crystal Super OLED. So what happens? So you need to go via my coupon or via my link. We try it with the example of the Crystal Light. So you will go for buy now, and here you have we can switch it to the dollar price. Give me a second. That was you can also use euro, whatever. So we have $899 here, and as you can see, here is an accessory bundle voucher from May. So check it out. We have the comfort top strap, so the weight is spread better here. Then we have the nice DMAS earphones. They are much better sound quality than the original one. And the iSilk face foam, this one here. You will get this. So what you're gonna do, you click that here, the May Special Edition, and you say add to cart. It works with the Crystal Super and OLED as well. Here, everything looks... Why did he switch back to euro? Wait. He switched back to euro. I don't know. So here we go. So everything seems normal. So you have the $900 here and $150 here. But now go to proceed to checkout. Wait a little bit. And here, as you can see, the prices are still, we have $1,049. And now, check out what happens. We enter my coupon code, VoodooDE, click on apply. And now look at this. This is nice. So the Crystal Light is 2% off. It also works with the Crystal Super and Super OLED. And look at this, the accessory bundle is completely for free. That's nice. That's nice. And now we have only $881. So this works via my coupon code or via the link that you can find in the description or on my homepage. And that works, yeah, the whole May. We have a Zero Caliber on Quest. This is a nice shooter, $12.99. Garden of the Sea, a relaxing sandbox adventure, $6.99. Budget Cuts Ultimate we have for $14.99. And on Steam I found Propagation Paradise Hotel survival horror game, 70% off, and Cosmic Trip. This is a very old but really nice real-time strategy game, is 70% off. So guys, this were the weekly news. Please participate in the survey in the description or linked comment. pinned comment, not linked. And see you next time in virtual reality. See ya.
VoodooDE